Hey, it's Drybear. I'm calling it now. 2025 Game of the Year is going to be Monster Hunter Wilds, and I can't tell you how excited I am for it. It has been many, many years since we got Monster Hunter World, which was the realistic, more gritty version of Monster Hunter. We got Monster Hunter Rise, which is more arcadey and more kind of like in that theme of just being like crazy abilities, but now we're getting the next installment for Monster Hunter Wilds, which is going to be the successor for Monster Hunter World. Again, more open world, more gritty, more realistic, and more focused on the actual hunt rather than the arcade style mechanics that we had in Rise. And last night in the State of Play, we got some new trailer, new content, new announcements, new dates, new details for Monster Hunter Wilds, so that's what we're going through today. The release date for Monster Hunter Wilds has been confirmed to be February 28th, 2025, so we're just within half a year of this game coming out. They also released the details for all of the packs. The pre-orders are available if you didn't know already, and they talked about the flagship monster as well as some of the major monsters that are going into the series. First, let's talk about the pre-order bonuses and help you understand how they're split up and how they're priced so you can figure out which one you're actually looking for. There are 3 editions available right now for the Xbox Game Store, the PlayStation Store, and Steam specifically, the Standard Edition, the Deluxe Edition, and the Premium Edition. Monster Hunter Wilds, understandably, is going to be in the $70 USD bracket, so that, plus 10 that we've seen for some of the higher priced games. So the base game, $70, and there's no reason for you to get the extra editions if you don't want to, if you just want to play the game. And to be honest with you, I think this is one of the easiest purchases if you're looking for value, because the Monster Hunter series tend to be very long-winded in that you can get hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of hours from a single title without needing any of the additional purchases inside of that. That has always been the case for every Monster Hunter that you'd be able to play, so just get a ton of value out of that. So the base game is going to be 70 USD or converted into whatever currency you have normally. Then up from the $70 standard edition is the deluxe edition, and this one is going to be 90 USD, and this one comes with the deluxe pack. Now, inside the deluxe pack is a whole bunch of cosmetics. There's nothing in here gameplay related that you will need to have as part of your gameplay experience, so you really just don't need any of that there. But you will have layered armor. If you don't want to know what layered armor is in Monster Hunter, it is a cosmetic, a transmog, a glamour. It is a way to override the look of your character. Some people, like me included, like to use whatever you're using at the time to level up as you're going through the story, just because it's nice to see your armor change based on what monsters you're using for parts. But to have this kind of like medieval armor is pretty cool. There's also a long hair with Oni horns on it and eye patch. There's armor for the mount that you'll be able to get, some red and blue armor, Palico layered armor, which on the Xbox Store, you can look at these a little bit closer. So we have a actual pendant that you can apply to your character to have some different visual attachment. This could have some actual gameplay elements to it, depending on how they handle pendants in this game, but it also could just be purely cosmetic. Then you have the face paints, which you could use to customize your character. So a different option here, like some red lightning on the face, or if you wanted a little flower in between your eyeballs, you can have that too. As well as then 2 emotes in this pack as well, which will probably be exclusive to the deluxe pack and / the premium pack, which includes it as well. We also have some really cool hair, and a lot of times these just end up being, customizations. If the past Monster Hunters or any reference or even any Capcom game, Resident Evil or even Dragon's Dogma, they will usually sell like microtransactions for these kind of cosmetics, and especially since you're looking at your character quite a lot during Monster Hunter runs, you end up people end up liking having these kind of options for additional cosmetics for the way their character looks. You can even go for the Sephiroth hair as part of the deluxe pack. A pretty standard basic look for the Palico. It looks like a little bamboo piece and a nice backpack. Then of course we have this like feudal Japan medieval armor kind of combination as an overall layered armor for your character, and it looks like it is unisex. Then some cool old man eye patches if you wanted to combine this with the samurai hair and have one of your eyeballs covered by an eye patch to kind of have that aesthetic. Of course, there is the long hair with the Oni demon horns. I'm guaranteeing this is going to be in most speedrun videos. This is so edgy. A lot of the people that do like the speedrun or speed clears or like record clears for monster hunts end up using stuff like this, so I'm betting this is going to be in a lot of them when the game first comes out. They do have some cosmetics for your mount, and kind of like in Rise, where you ended up using your dog, your Palamute, as part of your gameplay, because you mount up during combat, sharpen your weapon, get off the mount, use it as storage and things like that. Your mount is going to be a big part of your experience, so being able to customize the way it looks is kind of nice. So the deluxe edition comes with 2 different colorations for the mount, and this is the other option. And again, I think this one with the Oni hair is going to go really hard with some of the monsters monster kits that you can get. But this one looks like it has still the base model underneath, but these big mane and these giant horns coming off of it is a different way to show off your mount. Then there's a player frame. So I guess if you're doing a lot of multiplayer or joining in on SOS calls, you can show this off as unique for the deluxe edition. There's a bunch of stickers in here. There's 2 different sticker packs, and these are generally actually super fun, because I think a lot of time when you're doing Monster Hunter hunts, most people are either on console or using a controller, even if they're on PC, which means there's a big communication around some of the harder fights using primarily stickers. And actually, most of the time, if you play most Monster Hunter online games, Rise, World, anything before that had online gameplay, you would just, most of the time, the communication would come down to stickers. So if people wanted to do like sleep and do bomb, they would use one of the Palico stickers that has sleeping on it, or one of the stickers that has a bomb on it, or if they wanted to go for a part break, there was a sticker for that. So stickers end up being really useful and a big part of communication. So if you're wondering why stickers or the emojis in game are so important, it's a big part of the communication culture of Monster Hunter. They have some cool emotes on the other side for the sticker pack, and a second sticker pack, which is mostly like monster related with the full like rectangular format. Now those are what you get for the deluxe editions. That is the $90 version USD for the game. If you pre-order the game of any edition at all before the game comes out, you get the limited bonus, which is this right here. So this is going to be your like I don't know what to call this, but this is like your more Victorian era, more like European, Italian, you know, kind of style, with the little like the whisked hat, the pressed hat with a feather on it, and then the side patch and the open vest, and you know, the gloves that stop at the wrist, that kind of thing. So very stylistic. But this comes with the Guild Knight set. This comes with just any version of the game that you pre-order, and you also have this Hope Charm. It has green and pink on it. Generally, these pre-order bonuses are not major in the Monster Hunter games. This one probably just has a bonus to like HP, making your base HP a little bit higher, and then maybe something about consumables or some kind of basic thing. You'll probably end up replacing it halfway through the game towards the end of the game, but it would be a nice thing to have as part of that, and it's just a nice way to get started in the game as a little boost for a charm option. So that's the $70 edition for standard and the $90 edition for deluxe. There is also a premium deluxe, which is $110. So another $20 above the deluxe edition and $40 above the standard edition on top. And this includes the base game, gives you the pre-order bonuses, it gives you everything in the deluxe pack. It also gives you premium bonuses, which is these here on the far right side of the screen. So it gives you elf ears, the Wyverian ears if you wanted those. It gives you a background, pose, and nameplate exclusive to the premium edition, as well as a music track, proof of a hero from the 2025 recording. So it's just like all the things in the deluxe, plus these extra ears. So if you wanted to have elf ears as part of your cosmetic, you could. And then it also includes the first 2 cosmetic DLCs to be released on the game. So they say coming spring 2025 and summer 2025. They actually have these listed. So the description underneath the premium deluxe is that you will get the deluxe pack, everything we just talked about for the deluxe pack, as well as the pre-order bonus. And you'll also get DLC pack 1 and DLC pack 2. So the spring DLC pack, if you bought the premium deluxe edition for launch, you'll get all these automatically. It'll include 1 series, 5 pieces, and 1 piece. So a full set of layered armor for the hunter, and an additional piece that'll just be a standalone. 2 mount decorations for your mount, 6 pendants, 1 pose, 1 makeup face paint, 1 sticker set, 1 background music set, and a pop-up camp customization contents, 2 of those. So this is the first DLC included in the premium, so when it goes live in spring, you will get this automatically. And then you also have DLC pack 2 planned for summer, which is going to have another full hunter cosmetic layered armor, 6 more pendants, 2 gestures, 2 new hairstyles, 2 new makeup face paint, and 1 sticker set, which means that you basically get everything as part of the pre-order bonus, and then you also get all of the DLCs all the way through summer 2025. So the first like 6 to 8 months of the game, you will get everything available. You won't have to make another purchase on Monster Hunter again, unless you wanted to, like, I don't know, like rename your character or remake something. There might be some kind of pack for that, some like recustomization tickets. But other than that, you'll basically have everything from the start, launching in February, through the end of summer. So those are the 3 packs and the options you have available, which I think is pretty fair given the quality of the game, the hype around the game, and also what you're going to be getting for it, more than I think a lot of games are. But it is going to be something that you have to decide for yourself whether you want the value there. Then they showed off some of the new monsters in gameplay. We've got to see a little bit of fishing, a little bit of new weapons, a little bit of the open areas, and they also showed off some of the new enemies as well. And they finally released the flagship monster, which is this guy right here, Arkveld. So every Monster Hunter, at least like per release or DLC, has what's called a flagship monster. monster, which is the primary antagonist, the main, most powerful monster you're trying to complete for that campaign. In this case, it is Archvelds. This is a previously thought dead species, a mixture of different species. It looks to be a kind of wyvern species, and it has these long furry wings, and then it has these rock-like whips with lightning that comes out of this as part of the overall kit. So very brutish, but wyvernish as well. Not pure brute, but has wings and has the kind of wyvern legs, and then a whip-like wings as well. And he does look mega wicked, and hopefully is a very fun fight. I mean, we've had a bunch of different flagship monsters, from the vampire dragon or the Gundam dragon in Rise, or having like the ice dragon, or like Safi Jiva, Xenojiva as part of the original, things like that. So having a monster that's a little bit more normalized but also very fierce is going to be really fun to see how that plays out, and also how that plays around the story as well. You can even see it using its wings and its whips to try and create some new spaces, and hopefully has some new hitboxes as well to make the fight super interesting. They already shown off some of the early monsters from previous releases, but we also got Quamatrus, a new brute wyvern with some new spikes and a very big tail, which could be really cool. And they also showed off the Leviathan type Duna from the Scarlet Forest, which has some like Namiel style vibes with water and jellyfish style appendages, but a lot of weight, like more dinosaur-like pieces in the legs and the face. Really, really cool. If you found value in today's video, leave a like down below, leave a comment for the algorithm to help this video get seen by more people. And don't forget to check out my other channels for other content and other stuff and other things.